And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received kingdom, then he commanded these servants to do what? To be called unto him, to whom he had given the money. See, the people that Jesus will come for are people he gave destiny. That the unbeliever ate him or not, he does not care. What is coming for? I gave you an assignment. The assignment is that go to the earth. There is a problem in the earth. Go and solve that problem. And he impacted grace on you, give you everything you need to operate on the earth. Now, if he is coming back, he's not coming for people. He's coming for you. So, if you fail your assignment, you are already on your way to hell. He will not judge you because you committed sin. You know why? He has paid for the sin. Your sin cannot stop you. What will stop you now from accessing heaven is just one thing. That you failed to do your purpose on earth. The reason why I brought you to the earth. If you did not do it, now there you get problem with God. Go ahead. Media. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Next verse. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pounds had gained 10 pounds. Next verse. And he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, thou have authority. Have thou authority over 10 cities. In other words, I am upgrading you from ordinary servant to a city owner. Remember, the injunction is that have dominion, replenish the earth, subdue the earth. Now, this one, he has tried him with little 10 pounds. Now, he has gained more 10 pounds. Now, he said, I am giving you not another 10 pounds. I'm giving you cities. So, your reward is not money-based. It is city-based. I will explain next week. You understand what I said now? He said, and the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound had gained 5 pounds. And he said likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. 20. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pounds, which I have kept laid in a napkin. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou laidest not down, and reapest that thou did not sow. In other words, you are trying to get from where you did not sow. You are a wicked man. You are a bad man. You are not worthy for me to work for you. Next verse. Next verse. I will stop here. And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth will I do what? Judge you. You know why I will judge you with your mouth? Because there is an agreement we had. Go and trade with this thing. While you were in heaven, remember I told you that every producer of a product tested his product before he sell it to the market. Before, you see this phone you are using, before you bought this phone, the producer of this phone arranged the phone, put everything that can make that phone put everything that can make the phone do text message and enter internet and so many other things. And last of all, before they package it, they tested it, test run it, made call with it, send message with it, did everything with it. Then they now did factory reset, couple it back, and put it inside the carton. You now bought it. You think you are the first user, not knowing that you are the second user. Because the owner, the person who manufactured that product, has tested it before. And now, inside the carton, there are two things: warranty and guarantee. The warranty is that if it spoils within the space of time allocated, bring it back, we will repair it and give it back to you. Guarantee is that if this thing spoil or it have problem, bring it back for us, we will change it. Are you getting me now? We will change it. So these are the two things inside there. Many of you, when you get your phone, you felt that, let me just start using the phone. And meanwhile, inside the phone, inside the carton, there is something they call manual. The manual will help you to use that phone very well. There are some things you might not know how to use until you access the manual. So God created us, male and female. We are the product of God. So he created us, male and female, gave us Bible as a manual for life. So if you want to check anything in your life that is not balanced, check the Bible. If you discover that things are not going well in your life, check the Bible. So the Bible is the manual of man. Am I communicating here? So now, if anything happens to the product of God, if anything happens based on the warranty, because behind every man there is a day and months and weeks and years allocated for the man to live on earth. There are some people that they said that you will stay 30 years and die. People like Jesus, it was being written that he's going to stay 33 years. And after the 33 years, he died. There are some people, they say you are going to stay 100 years. So there is an agreement before you came to this earth. Am I communicating now? And there is nothing that will make you add one day to that agreement. So now, that is what they call guarantee. If they have given you 100 years, sir, even if you enter inside accident and you had a very fatal accident, the motor scattered, everything is scattered because you are given 100 years. If you are 30 years at that time, you won't die. But if you are one day after 100 years, you must die. If you are 1 minute after 100 years, you must die. There is a man, a governor in this state, who said, in my family, we don't live above 60. Anybody that live up to 60, they die. I don't know if you know the man. Is it 70? He said, in my family, nobody live above 70. Once you get to 70, you die. This is the allocation. And that man, the moment he clocked 69, the day he did his birthday, after the birthday, he died. He already knew who he is. He has checked from the dictionary of life how many days I am meant to spend on earth. And the moment he got to that time, he died. So, there is something God has written about you. Find out that thing. So today, under the topic of plan, purpose, and destiny, I'm going to be talking about what I call discovery. Somebody say discovery. How do I discover my God-given purpose? How do I discover my God-given plan? How do I discover my God-given destiny? Now listen to this, everyone. The destiny of a man is what produces his purpose. And the purpose of a man is what produces the plan of God for you. I repeat again. The destiny of a man is what produces the purpose. And the purpose of the man is what produces the plan of God for you. Now watch this. Every man that have a plan from God must search out the plan through prayer. And that is why every man must pray. Prayer is what we use to activate spiritual sensitivity. Because the Bible says that the spirit of a man is the candle of God. So the candle of God searches the heart of man. Searches the heart of God to tell what is the original purpose. Why did I come to this earth? Listen to me. Anyone that must make it in life must first of all find out, why am I here? Why am I here? A lot of people are doing things without knowing the purpose of that thing. My late mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, said something. He said, when a purpose of a thing is not known, the abuse is inevitable. In other words, when you don't know the reason why you are doing something, you will abuse that thing. When you don't know the reason why you get married, you abuse marriage. If you don't know the reason why you are a doctor, you abuse being a doctor. If you don't know the reason why you are a carpenter, you will abuse being a carpenter. Meanwhile, every man has a plan from God. Every man has a purpose from God. Every man has a destiny from God. Matthew chapter 4 verse 19. And Jesus said to his disciple, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men. The word make is the word produce. If you are born to be great in life, you need to first of all sit down, check, what is the definition of my greatness? What am I called here to do? Why did I come to this earth? Who am I? What did I come to this place to do? Until you answer those questions, you might not get to your destination. Am I communicating here? Your destiny is not, listen to this. Let me crack a nut. No man on earth has a destiny except the man discovers his purpose. Hear what I said? No man on earth has a destiny except the man discovers his purpose. I know prophecy have come and they told you that you have great destiny. It is true, but the truth is, even the person who is talking is just trying to say it so that you understand what he's saying. The pure definition is that no man has a destiny except the man discovers his purpose. Your purpose is the reason why you came. Your purpose is the reason why you are here on earth. Your purpose is the reason why you are doing what you are doing. Now listen. God have a plan. While he was in heaven. While you are with him in heaven. Remember our scripture. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. He said, before I formed you, I knew you. The word knew is a past tense. I knew you. I ordained you a prophet to your generation. So God has already fashioned you. While God was preparing you, he put inside of you everything that will make you become you. Am I communicating here? He built inside of you everything that will make you become you. Now the word make, let me explain it a little. If I tell you, make me fried rice, that means you are going to go and get ingredients. You will get the rice. The rice is not the fried rice. The ingredient is not the fried rice. But the combination of the ingredients and the fried rice with the mastery of cooking will produce fried rice. Am I communicating here? Now there are some people, you will give them ingredients, give them rice, they will cook another thing. Because they don't know, they don't have the mastery on how to arrange it. So your destiny is configured by your purpose. Your destiny will only be actualized if you understand your purpose. Can I hear amen? First of all, what is the plan of God for me? What is the plan? And what is the purpose of God for me? Let me take it bit by bit. What is the destiny of God? The destiny that I carry is not the destiny you carry. My destiny and your destiny are not the same. First of all, the plan is how you will do what God sent you to do. The purpose is what God sent you to come and do. Your destiny is the outcome of what God sent you to come and do. Let me explain. I am dividing this thing into three. There is something I call assignment. Somebody say assignment. Assignment is what I call the purpose of God. The assignment you have is the assignment given to you, is the purpose of God. The reason why you came to this earth. What you are built for. What you are built for. That is your assignment. Now there is something I call consignment. Consignment is not the same thing as assignment. Assignment is what you are built for. But consignment is what you will do in your assignment. You don't understand what I said? Consignment is what you will do in your assignment. Now watch this. It's like if God built you to be a businessman, the consignment are the business you will do. If God built you to be a doctor, the consignment is the area of being a doctor. Like we have a surgeon, we have a medical doctor, we have physician, and many others. All of them together are still doctor, but different classification. So it's like a trader that have goods. Consignment are the goods. Your assignment is that you are a trader, but what you are doing is the consignment. I don't know if you are getting the picture. The consignment is the things you are doing that qualifies your assignment. Now, there is something they call commission. Commission is the pay, the gain you derive from your consignment and your assignment. The gain you derive. Now, if a doctor becomes a physician, physician is the consignment. Now, if a doctor build an hospital, that hospital is a commission. I don't know if you're getting me now. I am a pastor. That is my assignment. Pastoring is my consignment. Now, if I build a church, it's a commission. So, it is the benefit. It's like if I sell a goose for you. When I sell the goose for you to this person, the moment I sell it, there is something called commission you will give me because I sold that market. That is the commission. The gain you derive from the assignment and the consignment. That's the commission. So if God gives you a commission, it's a sign that you have been in your purpose. No man receives a commission except he first walk under purpose. No man receives a commission. No man, the commission is also the mandate. No man receives a mandate except he first starts with the plan and purpose. The plan and the purpose is the assignment and the consignment. It is the assignment and the consignment that brings the commission. You will never have a commission until you first start working with the consignment and the assignment. What am I assigned to do? Your assignment is what you are built for. What you are arranged for. When God was forming you, He put in you all the ingredients that will make you fulfill your assignment. Put in you all the ingredients, everything that will help you fulfill your assignment. Now, God now assign you, send you to the earth, or you go and do what I have put inside of you. Now, the next thing is that He will now give you what they call consignment. Those are the plans. And listen to this. The plan of God always changes. Even though God never changes, but His plans changes. You hear what I said? Even though God does not change, His plans changes. But the purpose of God does not change. Every now and then, God wants to use a man to sell his consignment. It's like a trader that have a container. The container is his consignment. Now, inside the container, there are a lot of goods. He needs somebody that will help him sell that container. Sell those goods inside that container. I don't know if you're following me. He needs somebody that will help him sell those goods inside the container. What he will do is that he will now assign somebody. That's where you see the assignment. He will now assign a man. God have a goose on earth before He started creating you. So while He was forming you, He was looking at the consignment. As He was arranging you, He was looking at the consignment. He built you so that you can fit into His consignment. So, but if God comes back again to come and reward men, the first thing He will look at, were you able to trade my consignment? I sent you on an assignment. Were you able to trade? Remember, the Bible said, He told them, occupy till I come. Do business until I come. Take care of this thing until I come. Now, pastor, you will now go to church. Pastor will be teaching you. Run and be going to heaven. And meanwhile, what God wants you to do is that occupy till I come. Take care of the earth till I come. Do business until I come. Some people like you and I who did not understand this, you hide your talent. Some of you, you are the next president of Nigeria that will change Nigeria. You are the next president, but you went to church and they teach you, let's go to heaven. Forget about everything. All these things, they are vanity upon vanity. You now left everything and start pursuing heaven. Meanwhile, God wants you to remain here on earth. I showed you a scripture where Jesus was praying. The Bible said Jesus began to pray and was telling his father, he said, I pray not that you should take them to heaven. He said, but what my prayer is, let them remain here on earth, but remove problem from them. Take them away from problem. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's not say, let us go to the heaven and do your will. God is not expecting you to run to heaven and go and do his will. His will has to be done here on earth. And if his will should be done here on earth, you need a man. A man will be given the assignment for the consignment. Am I communicating here? So if there is no man for the consignment, there will be no assignment. God assigned people based on his consignment. And after when you are done with the consignment, he gives you a commission. You don't get what I said? Once you are done with his consignment, he gives you a commission. Then you start moving with that. You start flying with that one. The commission is the destiny of the man. No man have a destiny until he first prove the consignment and the assignment. If you have not touched your assignment, you don't have a destiny. If you have not touched your assignment, many people are running on another person's assignment. Meanwhile, they left their assignment. God created everyone to be a leader in every phases. A leader in all phases. In other words, if you are a doctor, I'm a pastor. This one is a lawyer. This one is a president. If I go to this one, I say, sir. I am a pastor. If he comes to me, he will do what? He will say, sir. If I go to the doctor, I will say, sir. If a doctor comes to me, he will say, sir. If I go to a lawyer, I will say, ma. If he comes to me, the same thing. So everybody should be a leader in their spaces. Occupy till I come. Am I communicating here? So a lot of us, we are missing this thing. We don't know what we are supposed to be doing. We are doing another thing. No one is born without a purpose. No human being is born without a purpose. Now watch this. Listen to this and listen very well. Purpose of every man is always hidden inside the man. Because every fruit, the seed of every fruit is always hidden inside that fruit. Am I communicating now? God always hides the purpose of a man from the man, but for the man. You don't hear what I said? God hides the purpose of a man from the man, but for the man. He hides it from you, but for you to discover it. So any day you discover it, you become a king. God wants everyone to be king. You know why? Because he is the king of kings. So until you become a king, he is not your king. So you need to first become a king for God to be your king. If you are not a king, he's not your king because he is the king of kings. Am I communicating now? Proverbs chapter 25 verse 2. Proverbs chapter 25 verse 2. So this is what makes God God. God is happy when he hides your purpose. God is so happy when he said it is the glory of God to conceal a thing. The word conceal talk about hide. To conceal a thing. He said the honor of kings is to search out a matter. Give me another translation. He said God is being glorified when he hide your destiny. Another translation, please. Translation. Give me another. This one is double. I don't know what you are doing. He said it is the glory of God to conceal a matter. To search out a matter is the glory of kings. So what makes you being glorified on earth is that you are able to search out the matter concerning your purpose. What is my consignment? What is God telling me to come and do on the face of the earth? What did God give to me when I was in heaven? Listen to this. While you are in heaven, God wrote something in the palms of your hand. You are going to be a doctor. That is why they call it Akaraka in Igbo language. Am I communicating here? There is no human being here that did not have marks on his hand. Nobody. If there is anyone, you show me. So this thing is what God called the map of your destiny. And it takes you to read out the map. There is something written concerning you. There is something written concerning me. Search out, what is that thing written concerning me? Listen. Even though our own marks might look alike, but it's not the same. Can I tell you this? Our fingerprints are not the same thing. If you put fingerprint, if I put it, it will not match. We are all humans, but our faces are different. Our hair are different. Our eyes are different. That's why even your phone, if you do this what do they call it? Face ID, I cannot unlock it because your eye is different from my eyes. Am I communicating here? So you need to, as a man, discover your concernment, because that is what God wants you to come and operate here on earth. He said, occupy until I come. So I said we have assignment, consignment, and what? And commission. Commission. David Oyedepo, Papa Oyedepo, he is blessed today because he found out his assignment. God gave him consignment. He worked with the consignment. Today, God gave him commission. You will get, see, if you look at the scriptures, the Bible said, in that place where we read in our text, that Jesus was giving a parable. He said he gave his disciples, he gave some people talents, pounds. He said, go and do business with it. He gave this one 10. He gave this one 5. The Bible said the one he gave 10, he made another 10. The one he gave 5, he made another 5. And in the time of their reward, look at what he said. He said to them, he said, I am giving you cities. So not just the reward alone, I'm giving you also cities. Cities. Your consignment will produce your commission. Am I communicating here? If you are not diligent with your consignment, you can't get a commission. No man, listen. There are many of us that are media. Be careful, be very careful. There are many of us who does not have business become a general overseer. We became general overseer because we work on the consignment and we got the commission. Whatever you built in life is a commission of the consignment. Are you following me? No man becomes great until he finishes consignment. And guess what? In every phase of your life, you get different consignments. Hear what I said? Different consignments. Once you are able to prove one consignment, once you are done with that, another one will be given to you. Your assignment is you. Your consignment is what you are doing. Are you following me? And it will be given to you face by face. Face by face. Face by face. Are you aware, man? There was a time, Pastor Joseph Austin, I was selling CD plates, cassettes. That is what I do. That was a phase of the assignment. Watch this. Are you aware that David was once a time a bush boy, taking care of sheep? That was a phase of his assignment. Now, from there, he graduated to another phase, musician. He started doing it. Listen to me. This is progressive. From being a musician, it is that music that will take him to the palace. You cannot, David, you will never enter palace except you are a good, talented musician. Because what will take you to that palace, you see, your original destiny is to be a king. But David, you need to start as a shepherd boy. Now, some people will see you as a shepherd boy, they will conclude you. Not knowing that you are on your face. This is the first phase. Once you are done with this consignment, another consignment will come. Once you are done with this other one, another one will come again. The Bible said the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. Listen to me. Nobody have a destiny that is full stop. You can only stop your destiny by yourself when you want it. I told you something 2 weeks ago. I said I can't be gone until I'm done. There is no way I can be gone until I'm done. Am I communicating here? I can't die early. Reasons because I am holding a consignment. I am holding something. The There is something I'm doing. Am I communicating here? Listen, as our faces are different, that is how as our consignments are different. And that is how our assignments also is different. That is how our commission will be different. God will never give you my commission. And God will not give me your commission. Everyone commission, he said to every man, I will give him according to the works of his hand. It is what you do that will make God reward you. He said he is the rewarder of they that diligently seek him. So God reward a man based on what you do. Am I communicating here? Your consignment. If there is anything you must do in life, search for your consignment. Sir, that you are on a speed lane in a wrong direction does not mean you will get to your destination. Sir, the worst thing that can happen to you is when you are running on a speed lane on a wrong direction. Find out, where is my original direction? Listen, I gave us an example. I said when God calls a man, if God called a man, it's not that day that the man is what God called him to be. Let me explain. If God, this man, maybe he has been a businessman for years. And suddenly, so one day you suddenly see him, he became a pastor. Some of you will be saying, okay, we day you become pastor now. It is not done that way. Can I shock you? He became pastor, not that he wants to be a pastor. It is what I call predestination. Somebody say predestination. Predestination is God fashioning a man to become something, even when he's not aware. He's not yet aware of it. But God has already prepared him to be that thing. Now, this guy as a businessman, remember, Jeremiah, before I formed you, I knew you. I ordained you a prophet. And I told you that this Jeremiah, when he was 2 years, he's still a prophet. When he's 10 years, he's still a prophet. Jeremiah, as a small boy, can thief soup, can thief meat in mama soup. That does not disqualify him from being a prophet. He is still a prophet. Jeremiah can go to school and fight and beat his fellow student. Beat that person. The person's blood is pouring out of that person's body. And they can even arrest Jeremiah, put him in jail. That does not remove him from being a prophet. That you are a bad person here on earth does not remove you from being what God assigned you to be. Am I communicating here? Papa Adeboye said something. He said the man that will take over Redeemed Christian Church of Christ is still wondering about drinking, smoking. Nobody knows him. He's not yet a pastor. Meanwhile, there are some top pastors that are in Redeemed Christian Church of Christ. One day, when that young boy will now become a believer, and finally the Lord calls him, he becomes a pastor. And one day, Papa Adeboye now announced, this is the next general overseer. A lot of people will throw stones at him. Am I communicating here? But they don't understand that there's something they call predestination. While he was still in the womb, he's a prophet. He comes to the earth, he's still a prophet. Even though he did not know. God appeared to Gideon, and he looked at Gideon. He did not call Gideon by the circumstances around him. He said, Gideon, thou mighty man of valor. God is calling a man based on what he put inside of the man. Am I communicating here? Do you know that the meaning of Adam simply means mankind? So Adam is not the name of one person. It's the name of everybody. Mankind. So when they say Adam, in fact, it's not Adam, it's Adam. That's the real pronunciation. Adam. The word Adam means mankind. Humanity. So God calls a man based on what he have already put inside of the man. God look at Jacob. Jacob is answering Jacob on the face of the earth. And God look at it and say, no. The reason why you are small is because you are answering Jacob. Let me tell you your original name before you were born. Your original name, when I formed you in your mother's womb, the name we gave to you is not Jacob. It was what? Israel. Israel is not a person, it's a people. Am I communicating here? It's not a person, it's a people. So God calls a man based on what he equipped you to be. You might think I'm a bad person, but in the eyes of God, I am the best human being. So I should not follow what you say about me. I should not be intimidated by what you conclude about me. Am I communicating here? I should not, when you are telling me that I am this, I am that, I should not take your conclusion. Am I communicating here? If I accept your conclusion, I will be stuck in a spot. I will be in a place forever. But if I refuse to take, I said something last week, Sunday. I said, the Bible said, nevertheless. I can't be the less. Tell your neighbor, I cannot be the less. You know why? The Bible said, He said, ye shall be the head only. The head only. The head only. So why should I be the least when God say I am the head? Why should I remain small when God say I am at the top? So if I must be at the top, what must I do? I must find out what is my purpose. My purpose. Why am I here? Why did I come to this earth? Now listen. There are two kinds of purpose. How many? How many kinds of purpose? Two kinds of purpose. There is a short-time purpose, a short-term purpose, and a long-term purpose. That's the two. Short-term purpose and a long-term purpose. Short-term purpose is the purpose when God will borrow you to use for a short period of time. He will just borrow you to use. Mary, your own purpose. I just want to borrow your womb. Am I communicating here? I want to borrow your womb because I am bringing in Jesus. So Mary, please present your womb. Let us use. Short time. After that time, your own assignment will finish. Am I communicating here? Short time purpose. There are some people in the design of God, God has seen that who am I going to use to help? What's your name? Who am I going to use to help Benedict to get to his destiny? The person whom God has already assigned that he will help this guy, that person is fooling around. But Benedict is prepared to move to his next level. So I need a man on emergency. God will, by his short-term purpose, allocate assignment for somebody quickly. Please go and do this now. Am I communicating here? Go and do this now. He will put pressure in that person. The person will not even know what he's doing until he's done. Am I communicating here? He will not know what he's doing until once he's done. People like Joseph Arimathea, your duty is to bring down Christ from the cross. Am I communicating here? If Joseph Arimathea did not bring Christ from the cross, the body of Christ will decay on that cross. Short-term purpose. Short-term. That is just their assignment for that time. And once they are done, they leave the scene. Listen to me, sir. There are some people, their duty in your life is a short-term purpose. They came to fulfill an assignment. And once they are done with that assignment, they will leave. Don't expect them to wait and stay with you. Their duty is a short-term purpose. They can't stay forever. Now, some people will be angry. Oh, why will this person leave me? Why will this person leave me? Oh, it will not be well with this person. It will not go better for this person for leaving me. Meanwhile, his purpose in your life is a short-term purpose. But there are some people who are long-term purpose. Before they were born, it was predestined that this is what they would do. Before they were born, Romans, give me that scripture. Romans chapter 9, I believe verse 13. Romans 9 verse 13. Let me show you a scripture. Romans 9. Okay, give me verse 12. No, verse 11 first. 11 will give me the better version of what I'm looking for. Romans chapter 9. He said, for children be not yet born, neither having done any good nor evil. He said that the purpose of God, according to what? Election might stand. Not of work, not that they are doing something. He said, but of him that calleth. So while they were still in the womb, God designed what will happen. There are some of you, when God was creating me, God saw you. There are some of you, when God was creating me, oh, my son, Pastor Joseph Austin, you are going to be a pastor. I don't even know. Did you know that I was conducting a deliverance on a lady? And while, sir, that deliverance opened my eyes to many things. I can't forget it till Christ come. While I was conducting that deliverance, The demon in that lady started speaking. And she said, you were 3 months in your mother's womb. We know that you are going to be a prophet. Question, how did they know? Divine purpose. So, if a man have a long-term purpose, it is by election of God. By election. God elects people that will become this and that and that from the womb. From the womb. That's why you could see Obasanjo was from prison, he became a president. It was arranged like that. It was arranged. That's why you could see a criminal, a born criminal like Jagaban becoming your president. He said, I am removing subsidy. After removing subsidy, fuel enter 500. From 500, 1,000. From 1,000, 1,500. The thing was going up. After 3 years, he came up and said, there is another thing he's subsidizing the money for. And in the space of 3 years, he has spent 7 point something billion. And you are paying for subsidy. And he's not paying for the subsidy. Where is the money going to? There is something he just allocated now. I just saw it the other day. I started crying. Just a road where plane will pass. Road for plane. You know, before plane will take off, you will first run before it will now take off. So that road, just Kurota. He was allocating 400 billion. Road will not go take. Yes, if it take too much, what I never see in this world, 1 billion. Mama, if it take too much, 1 billion naira. It will never get, it's not even up to 500 million. But let me just say 1 billion. And it's allocated 400 billion naira. Now listen to this. While God is having purpose for a man, the devil is also having purpose. So now, as God have a long-term purpose, the devil also have a long-term purpose. As God have a short-term purpose, the devil also have a short-term purpose. That is why you can finish gathering money and the devil will allocate somebody. We arrange somebody that will come and steal that money from you. Short-term purpose. It will just to paralyze you. Am I communicating here? Did you know the Bible said, and the devil moved David to number Israel? Devil began to use David. David is a servant of God. Devil moved him to number Israel. The moment he finished, and God has told them, don't number Israel. The moment he finished numbering, everybody start dying. And nobody know the cause. So there is a short-term purpose and a long-term purpose. There are some cities that is suffering because they are on a long-term purpose list of the devil. So they are suffering. Nigeria is suffering because there is a list in the kingdom of darkness that Nigeria must be suffering. Meanwhile, Nigeria is the richest country in the whole world. Everybody is talking about Nigeria. Everybody is talking about Nigeria. US is talking. I heard. I'm not sure, but I heard that there was a time that Nigeria was lending money to World Bank. Nigeria. My dad told me something. He said when he was still younger, he said that if somebody carry naira and go outside the country, they will be rushing you. Please now, let me touch it. Just to touch. They want to see this naira. Naira has so much value. People buy naira with their dollar. With serious money. But now the reverse is the case. Because it has entered a long-term suffering list. Nigeria would have been the highest well-developed country in the whole world. In the whole world. Which time will China pick up? Which time India pick up? Worst. So the way God have a long-term purpose, that's how devil also have long-term purpose. The way God have a short-term purpose, that is how God also have a short. So every one of them have short-term and long-term purpose. Now, you might be a young man with great purpose. You have been fighting to fulfill your purpose. All of a sudden, the next thing, the devil will start strategizing. Who are we going to use to confuse this man? Sometimes they will now send a lady to you. And mumu, you will now fall in love. For your brain, it is say you are falling in love, not knowing that the devil is using you. Am I communicating here? Before you know what is happening, you return back to the village crying. Why? Because you are falling inside a trap. Trap. Are you aware that every great minister of God, the highest trap the devil is setting for them are women? Young ladies inside church. Am I communicating here? Long-term purpose. Find out what now. How do I know my purpose? Let me enter there now. How do I know my purpose? Listen to this. Your purpose is not what you love. I hear what I said. I know you think it's now the thing why I love, now be purpose. Now lie. Ronaldo said, I don't like playing football. Ronaldo. I learned a lot from that guy. I don't like playing football. Say, but I discovered that it's very easy for me to play ball. It's easy. I play ball easily, effortlessly. But I don't like it. He said, but when I sat down and I saw that my father, my mother, everybody is suffering, nobody can feed themselves, I said, no. Since I do this thing natural, let me put more strength in it and see what it will bring out. The moment he put strength in that thing he can do naturally, it became world class. Your purpose is not what you love. Your purpose is what you can do effortlessly, naturally. Am I communicating here? It's that thing you can do naturally, without any natural. There is nobody here that does not have something that they can do naturally. There are people, once they enter here, the moment they say one or two things, everybody will start laughing. It is natural on them to make people laugh. Natural. But the people who are not built for that, you will come here, try to crack joke, nobody go laugh. In fact, people go the verse instead of laughing. Am I communicating here? Because it's not built in them. It's not built in them. Find out what you can do naturally. Naturally. There are some persons, even if they carry sheets, they go sell them. Am I communicating here? Even if not sheets, they go sell them. Those kind of people, they will leave business. If the devil want to destroy them, they will leave business and be looking for job. They will leave what they are called to come and do and be searching for job. Meanwhile, the purpose of God for their life is to do business. To do business. That you love something does not mean that is... Listen, I was listening to an interview. Somebody was interviewing Dangote. And they asked Dangote, what is the secret of your wealth? Dangote laughed. He said, people think that I love doing what I'm doing. He said, I don't love it. It's just something I do natural. They asked him how. And he said, how do you think I would love to be selling sugar, sell cement? I don't love it now. If I should choose what I love, I know what I love. But I'm selling what the people need. Necessity. I am selling what they need and not what I love. Every home needs salt. Every home needs sugar. Every home needs this. I'm giving to them what they want. And I'm filling my pocket. But that does not mean that that is what I love. Am I communicating here? Your purpose is not what you love. That's why some people can say, I used to hear some people say, marry who you love. Marry who you love. And I'll be laughing. Oga, if you marry who you love, your eye go clear when about to start. Don't marry who you love, but love who you marry. Once you get married, fall in love with the person you marry. Don't marry the person you love, or else you will be controlled by that person. You don't hear what I said? The person go do you shaggy. The person he go torture you. And you go to die because you love. But necessity is laid upon you to love the person that you married. Once you enter into the relationship with that person, fall in love with that person. You need to learn how to love that person. Am I communicating here? It is called commitment. Commitment. It's called commitment. If you don't love the person you marry, it will cause problem. But if you already love that person before you enter the marriage, you go cry. Some people, some young ladies married a man because of mustache. I just like the way his beers are. So you say, I love his baritone. I like the way they talk. Oh, guy, you go suffer. He go show you 40. Some people go say, some guys go say, I love the way they get the waka. Don't worry. Don't worry. When they start to the waka, you go tire. Because one thing about marriage is that what attracted you in marriage, what attracted you to marriage, you will hate that thing when you enter marriage. That thing will attract you. You will hate them. You will be tired of that thing. So it's better you fall in love with the person when you marry that person than say, I'm already in love. Hey. When we're not going to use lantern, they throw on each other. Nobody going to tell you something. Yes, now. Yes. You know, one man, I was asking one man, why do you want to marry this woman? He said, you know, I'm a man that don't like talking. So this one, she can talk. So I like the way she talk. Then I understood that these are things that they are hearing from social media. They are already understand. I said, Oga, this thing where you say like now, you go cry because of this thing. When that same person start out talking, una discuss small thing for inside house, you go to people, Oga, you go tire. That thing that you say you love become a problem. It will become a major issue that you will be crying forever. That's why you don't marry out of love, you marry out of purpose. Do you hear what I said? Marry out of purpose. Marry out of purpose. If I know where I am going, I should pick somebody that is going my way. Don't go and marry somebody going to another direction when you know you are going another direction. Or else, una go fight, tire. Listen, if I am, okay, let me use myself as an example. When I wanted to get married, I told my wife, I said, if you must marry me very well, I'm a pastor, do you know? He said, yes, I know now. I said, secondly, you see this microphone? I will do until I die. He said, yes, I know now. I said, did you know that sometimes you might finish cooking and not go chop? Like, I make her understand all these things. Sometimes, if you carry money where they say I can't, carry a dash out. He said, no problem. I say, number 2, you go follow me do am, maybe you no go do am. She told me that she's very much ready for it. That even people have been telling her that she's going to marry a man of God. And I said to her, do you want to be a woman of God? Let me be sure. She said yes. I said, now you are in. Now you are in. Then find the purpose. Make sure you understand what you are doing. Or else, una go fight, tire. Una go get problem very well. Just imagine now. I told Mama, I said, you are preaching for the next 2 weeks. She come and say, no, I don't preach. I don't preach. You know what's going to happen? We go separate very soon. Separation is knocking on the door. You know why? She has violated the real purpose whereby we got married. You are not getting married because of children. You marry because of purpose. Some people get married because they want to have children. If you marry because you want to have children, what if there is a delay? You go marry, tire. You go marry 1 million. for purpose. For purpose. It is that purpose that will keep the marriage going. Am I communicating here? That is what will keep the marriage going. Find out your purpose before anything. Before entering a relationship, find out your purpose. Waiting. What is my assignment? Once you've discovered that assignment, it's easy for you. It's easy for you to access life. What is causing breakup today is because they don't know their purpose. They don't know. This one is confused. This one is confused. The two of them, it's horrible. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. Somebody asked me a very beautiful question yesterday. Let me answer that question now because of all of you so that you learn something. He says, sir, he said between husband and wife, who should be keeping money in the house? I don't know if you understand that question. I now ask her to be sure, why did you ask? He said that my husband don't tell me about the business he's doing, the money coming in. I don't have any information about how much my husband have. Hello? Please pay me attention. I want to say something very striking. And I said to her, I said, ma, what was your agreement before you enter marriage? Listen to this. Can I tell you? See, if I tell you that between man and woman, man should keep the money, I am wrong. If I tell you between man and woman should keep the money, I am still wrong. You know why? Because the person you marry is not the person I marry. The way you will deal with your wife will be different from the way I deal with my wife. See, nobody has the monopoly of how marriage should run. Because I did not marry your wife, you did not marry my wife. My wife's character will determine how I deal with her. There are some women, once they see, say, you get money, they have been a good woman, no? But when they see, say, money don't enter your hand, they will bring out all the bill. We never pay house rent, though. Pipe don't blow. Sugar don't finish. This one. Once that money finish, they will become a good woman again. Once they see that you are holding, they just see 100,000 in your hand. They have calculated all their life problem inside that 100,000. They will make sure they siphon all the 100,000. Once you are dry, they now become a good woman. The same way with the other side. There are some men, when they see that their wife have money, they will not support their wife again. They will not. They will stop support anything supporting back. They won't. So I can't categorically tell you that a man should hold the money or woman. What I will tell you is anyone that have a better financial intelligence should handle the money. Anyone with a better financial intelligence. So if the woman have a better financial intelligence, the man should submit the money to the woman. Am I communicating here? Anyone who have the better financial intelligence. You get some person, you get some men, once small money touch their hand, they will remember what they never buy. They will buy everything. Once the money don't finish, their eye go clear. Those kind of men, they bring money for food for household. Yet, they want to eat on every day. Am I communicating here? They want to make sure they eat. So, who is the person between the man and the woman who have a better financial intelligence? Let the person hold that money. If I am working, I am earning 100,000. My wife is a businesswoman. And I see that my wife have a better financial intelligence. The moment I get my money, I should carry that money and hand over to my wife. Everything. Then she will now know how to arrange the family. You know why? Women are builders. They know how to build the house. They know how to arrange the house. There are some men, they have decided that, okay, Every month, once I get my salary, this is how much I will drop in the house. Some said this is how much I'll be dropping every week. That is their decision. But if what you are dropping in the house is not enough, Oga, you are a wicked man. Am I communicating here? Let me tell you this. A young man and the wife came to me. That day I can't forget it. The man started crying. He said, I don't know what is eating money in this house. I don't know. Say that he have been spending money, he have been taking care of this one, sending money to his mother and his father, doing this. I was just looking at him. I asked the wife, what is going on? The wife said that she's earning 30,000. And with that 30,000 that they will feed, that the husband is trying also. That the little money the husband is earning, that before the money comes in, everything does scatter. Because he will send money to this one, send money to that one. He's carrying a lot of load. I look at the woman. And the Lord told me, this woman is very sincere. But the man, lie. You know what the man is doing? Once the man, the man told the woman that is whether 25,000 or 30,000. That's what he told the woman. Meanwhile, he's earning 140,000. And the woman did not know. Once he earns the money, we just show the woman and say, see, now 30,000, now I collect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you collect 10,000. Make I owe 10,000. Let me send 10,000 to my father. So out of 140,000, the woman will take 10,000. So from that 10,000 with her own 30,000 is what she will manage for the family to eat. And they have children. Once the man wake up in the morning, ogogoro joint, you will go shayo, drink. Nobody knows what is going on. And I told the man, I said, you are a wicked man. You are a very wicked man. I said, God will not forgive you. And he said to me, he said, why? I said, why don't you tell your wife the truth? Why are you hiding this thing from your wife? He said, what do you mean, sir? I said, sir, you are earning 140,000. It is. And I told him, I said, even aside the 140,000, there are commissions they are giving you people. The commission you collect in each month is more than 30,000. He said it's true. He said, please don't tell my wife. If you tell my wife, now everything will scatter. I said, so now inside that 30,000 commission, you they divide, give your wife 10,000. You're a wicked man. And the wife is not aware. So if you put together what is earning in a month, 170,000, and they are suffering. If you see the wife dressed like rag, because she's carrying too much load. How will that woman not die early? When she's only thinking about the family, and the husband, who is supposed to be thinking about family, is thinking about pleasure. He will go smoke, drink, and do every kind of thing. Move around. If this woman, maybe somebody manage and help her and give her money, the woman will put the money together just to feed the family. The one way pay me pass. I was telling the young man, I said, your wife, somebody dash her phone. You seize the phone from her. Sell that phone, use it and smoke. Are you not wicked? Wicked. He was just begging me, say, please, I should not let the wife know. Because I had, by wisdom, I had already told the wife to excuse. Because what I was seeing, if I start opening it up, the wife go tear a cloth. The fight go start from church. So the first thing I did as a wise pastor, I just separated the two of them. I told the wife, please just excuse me. Let me deal with your husband. I know what I said. I know it will have caused a very serious problem. In fact, they will have break up. There is no two ways about this. Direct breakup. Direct. And if that woman break up, even me, I will support. How will you be earning 170,000? They give her 10,000. He's evil. Thank you. He's not just wicked. He is evil. An evil man. Any category you keep a winch is where you will keep that man. Am I communicating here? Very wicked. Very wicked. Very wicked. Now, the reason why that man is doing that is because that man did not have a purpose. When a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. You will always abuse what you don't know about. You will always abuse it. If the man knows that now I am no more a boy, I am a husband. An husband means housebound. Somebody who bounds the house together. Am I communicating here? The one who bounds the house together. If he understands who he is, he will not spend money like that. The woman was even telling me, he said it was her mother that used to pay their house rent. Our own mother. And he have a husband that is collecting serious money. That is evil. Am I communicating here? That's evil. That's evil. That's evil. The same way for women too. There are some women, they are also like that. The only thing they know how to do is just to be extorting money from their husband. They have turned their husband to a POS machine. ATM machine. They are just drawing out money until the man become broke. And one thing I don't like about such kind of women is that once they see that the man become broke, they start searching for another man. You know why? Because, I'm sorry to say this, women, I'm sorry to say this. Don't be offended. Because women are not always satisfied. You can't satisfy a woman. Am I communicating here? There is no way you can satisfy a woman. A woman cannot even satisfy herself. I'm telling you. Women are the only thing I see in this world that are not satisfied. Can I hear amen? How will you tell me? How will you tell me that a woman is short? The next thing she'll go and buy high heel. Number two, they have natural beautiful face. Yet, Pamike, Papa K, Sister K, Auntie K, Uncle K, everything. They apply it. They are not satisfied. A woman have beautiful eyebrows. They will use blade. Shave it off. And now you use pencil and draw another one. They are not satisfied. No, they are not satisfied. They are not. So if you say you want to please a woman, you just die. At the pity of men, you want to become El Shaddai, you will soon die. Don't worry. Oh, you won't do Odogu. There is nothing you can do that will please a woman. Just take it like that. A woman will just wake up in the morning. He look at you. He get the way he go look you. The next start crying. I'm not joking. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. There is a reason why Jesus refused to get married. Sir, to say Jesus get married, you go get problem with your wife. They go fight. I'm telling you. There is no way you can avoid it. You must quarrel. A woman, if you don't want to quarrel, he go make you quarrel. I'm telling you. He go look for something to make you quarrel. You must talk. Am I communicating here? They will force you to say something. If a woman say you are too gentle, Oga, why you know they talk? Why not? Let us fight. So women are happy when their husband is beating them. I'm telling you. Not just their mouth. Now listen to this. I have discovered there are some women, not everyone, not every woman. There are some women, they find joy when they see that their man is beating them. That's why they will leave you that is like this. They will look for somebody that have a Kobe. So that they will, they will tell you we need somebody that is strong. If the person cannot hold me and beat me, I've seen a lot of them. I have met a young lady that told me, he said, the reason why I want to leave my man is because they knock me blow. He said, because my previous relationship, the reason why I keep on thinking about that man is because they beat me well. I say, my God. I say, my God. Oh God, there are plenty, oh. There are plenty. There are plenty. Can I hear amen? So find out, what am I here to do on earth? What did I come here to do? Do that which God brought you to the earth for. If you are built to be a president, there are some people, their assignment, we make them go to school. There are some people, their assignment don't need education.